This is the Bluevua Reverse Osmosis System Countertop Water Filter. And after 8 months of daily use, I've got a clear picture of what it does well and where it asks for patience. I picked it because I rent and didn't want to drill or plumb anything under the sink. It lives on my counter like a compact coffee maker, plugs into the wall, and that's it. No hoses draped over the faucet, no adapters, no landlord conversations. Key features that stood out to me are the 6-stage filtration with a 0.001 micron RO membrane, the UV light at the spout, the remineralization cartridge, the built-in TDS meter, and the borosilicate glass carafe. If you're new to this, RO means reverse osmosis. The unit pushes water through a very tight membrane that rejects most dissolved stuff, things like minerals, heavy metals, and a lot of problem compounds. TDS stands for total dissolved solids, basically a quick check of how much dissolved material is in the water. The number on tap water is usually high, purified water is low. UV is ultraviolet light that hits the water right before it dispenses, which helps neutralize bacteria and viruses. The remineralization step adds a small amount of minerals back to improve taste and help with pH, so the water doesn't taste overly flat. From my experience, setup is as simple as washing the tank in carafe, filling the tank, and running several priming cycles to flush out the preservation liquid in the filters. The first couple of flushes may deliver little or no water because the filters need to saturate. That's normal. After that, using it is a one-button routine. Pick the volume on the screen, hit start, and wait while it does its thing. The screen shows my incoming TDS and the outgoing TDS in real time, along with the filter life for each cartridge. Seeing the number drop from my tap's triple digits down to single digits is oddly satisfying. In my opinion, the taste is the biggest upgrade. It leans clean and neutral without any chlorine bite. Coffee and tea are brighter and less muddy. If you're used to mineral-rich spring water, RO can seem plain. The remineralization filter softens that effect, but it's still a clean profile. On my unit, the post-filtration TDS typically lands around 5 to 15 ppm, depending on how long the water sits and absorbs a little CO2 from the air. That's normal for RO water. Speed is the main trade-off. The rated flow is about 0.26 liters a minute, so filling the 60-ounce carafe takes me a little under 7 minutes. It's not instant, and I plan around it. I usually run a full carafe in the morning, pour into a stainless pitcher for the fridge, then run another cycle while I'm packing lunch. For cooking days, I start earlier. The pump has a gentle hum, but it's quiet enough that I can take calls nearby without getting annoyed. The 2:1 pure-to-concentrate ratio is solid for RO. Because the leftover water is more concentrated with minerals and some contaminants, I don't drink it, but I do collect it to water plants and for rinsing. It's a small habit that cuts down on waste and makes me feel better about the process. Build-wise, the main unit feels sturdy and the controls are clear. The carafe looks great and doesn't hold odors, but it feels thinner than I expected. I treat it carefully and haven't broken it, though I can see why some people worry. If you have kids or a busy counter, consider a silicone sleeve or a backup plan. Also, be ready to give this machine some real estate. It's not tiny, and at about 23 pounds, it's portable, but not something I move every day. I've liked the maintenance experience. The screen's filter life bars take the guesswork out of it. After 8 months, I'm still on the original filters. The pre-filters show they've got life left, and the RO membrane should last longer than a year. The unit auto-flushes when it starts up and before each run, which keeps buildup down. I did one manual clean following the manual when a tank took longer than usual. The time went back to normal right after. If your tap water is hard, you'll appreciate the built-in rinse cycles. On accuracy, the built-in TDS meter has been helpful, and I cross-checked it with a small handheld meter. Most days, they're within a few ppm of each other, which is close enough for a quick indicator. Keep in mind, TDS isn't a full lab test. It's a simple signal of dissolved solids, not a list of specific contaminants. A quick note on certifications, because I cared about this before buying. The materials are certified lead-free, NSF ANSI CAN 372 via WQA, and Bluevua points to third-party lab tests for contaminant reduction. From my experience, performance has been excellent. Still, if you absolutely want a full system-wide certification for reduction claims, you may want to compare models. I decided the convenience and results were worth it for my situation. It's perfect for renters, small households, and anyone who wants high-quality water without touching their plumbing. If you like data on your screen and appreciate a clean design, it fits that vibe. If you have a big family, or you often need large volumes fast, the batch model and wait time might frustrate you. Also, Make sure you have counter space and you're okay treating the glass carafe gently. I'd recommend this for people who prioritize water quality and simplicity over sheer speed, who want a plug-and-play setup, and who prefer glass over plastic. If you're coming from a cheap pitcher filter, this is a big step up in purity and taste. If you already have a high-flow under-sink RO tap, this will feel slower but far easier to install and move. In conclusion, the Bluevua delivers excellent tasting water with a clear, friendly interface and low day-to-day hassle once you get into a rhythm. The slow flow and sizable footprint are real trade-offs, and the glass carafe needs careful handling. For me, the convenience of no plumbing, the taste, and the info on the display outweigh those drawbacks. In my opinion, it's a strong countertop choice for the right home. If this video helped, please subscribe to the channel and drop your questions or your own experience in the comments. Thank you for watching.